Hi, I'm Derrick Mason. And if you know anyone who is disenfranchised about voting in this election 2020, we have 1 day left. If you know of anyone who is disenfranchised, saying they don't want to vote, they're not interested in voting, then tell them to use my name, Derrick Mason, as a write in candidate for the President of the United States. Derrick Mason, that's Derrick. Derrick. Mason, Mason. I want to encourage everyone to vote. There was close to 100 million people who did not vote in 2016. We don't want that to happen again. So give them my name. Tell them to follow me on Doc YouTube, Doc Mason as Salt and Light. We want to start a new party other than the Democrats, other than the Republicans. We want to start a new party of salt and light. And that party will form the middle because we will take the best from the Republicans, the best from the Democrats, merge it together to form the middle. The reason why no legislation in Congress, or very little legislation in Congress, is getting through is because there's gridlock and everyone is in their corners. There's no middle ground. We can form the middle by taking the best of both and merging it into one. We'll take the moral platform from the Republicans, add a little love. We'll take the social justice pieces from the Democrats, merge it together, and we'll form the party of salt and light. That's our plan. But we're here today to talk about the pandemic, how to get through it. America, you asked for leadership, and here it is. First of all the things that are being suggested that we do, continue to do. Washing your hands, using sanitizer, social distancing, wear a mask, all those things are great. But those are the external things. Making sure you wipe down surfaces with bleach or alcohol-based substance. Those are great. Continue to do them. But no one, or very little, is being said about internal, how to protect yourself. This is the best way to protect yourself while we wait for a vaccine. And even while we wait for a vaccine, the distribution of that vaccine and how long it will last are still questionable. But along with the exterior things that we're asked to do, social distancing, et cetera, we need to do some internal things as well. And that's what we want to talk about very briefly. Number one, you should drink. There's only 3 ways that you can catch a cold. The common cold, let's start there. The common cold, there's only 3 ways you can get the common cold. The first is lack of sleep. The second is lack of fluids. You're dehydrated. And the third is you're not eating the right foods. Any one of those legs in a 3-legged chair, if any one of those legs are missing, you're subject to catching a cold. So you want to make sure you get plenty of sleep. You want to make sure you drink plenty of water. And you want to make sure you eat the right food, nutritionist food. Those are the 3 areas we need to improve. We're talking internal protection now, all right? Along with that, you need to be taking vitamins, specific vitamins like zinc. Zinc is one of the vitamins they gave the president when he allegedly had, some may think so, the virus. But zinc and calcium and magnesium, they come bottled together into one capsule. They will help your immune system. The zinc and the calcium and the magnesium, it will help your total immune system. It'll help you sleep. It'll help your eyes. It'll help your bones and all those things that the virus attacks. You want to make sure you have plenty of zinc, plenty of calcium, plenty of magnesium, great vitamin to take during this pandemic. Also, vitamin C. Me personally, my size, my weight, I take about 3,000 milligrams of vitamin C every day. The reason is most of it will wash out with the water that I'm consuming. It'll wash out in my urine, and so my body won't even, it won't even materialize that amount in my system. So I take it every day and let it build up, let it build up, let it build up. Very, very important to take your vitamins so that you can build up your immune system. Now, your immune system is in your gut. I didn't know that until recently. The immune system is in your gut. So you want to make sure that you're eating fermented foods so that can build up your immune system, like the yogurt, for example. It will build up your immune system. Those are the things you can do internally. Now, you want to understand some things about this virus and how to protect yourself. Number one, the virus stays on your clothes, can stay on your material, on clothes, for up to 4 hours. It can stay on paper for up to 4 hours. So if you're handling money, you need to either wear gloves, you need to make sure you have your hand sanitizers ready. So as you're handling money, especially large quantities of public money, your retail clerk or so forth, you want to make sure that you are constantly sanitizing your hands. If you go in the store and you're using your ATM card or a credit card and you start punching in your PIN number, you're punching in with a terminal that thousands of people use. You're pumping gas, thousands of people use that pump. So you want to make sure you have your hand sanitizers ready. Now, in regards to your clothes, you walk in your house, you want to have a particular area where you're taking off your clothes and putting your clothes and storing them for wash, because a virus can stay on your clothes for up to 4 hours. Now, the best way to combat the surfaces and so forth is through two mechanisms. One, bleach, as well as alcohol. Alcohol, if you use alcohol to sanitize your hands, alcohol will kill the virus in about 30 seconds to 1 minute. Bleach, 3 to 5 minutes. So you want to, all your surfaces, your doorknobs and handles, things that you touch, you want to use either alcohol or bleach. And that will kill the virus. Please do not consume, drink the bleach or the alcohol. If any gets in your mouth by whatever reason, call poison control. Call your doctor. Go to emergency. Do not consume the alcohol or the bleach, but use it for the common surfaces that you touch every day. And that's good advice. Today, one day before the election, we as Americans in America, we're up to 100,000 cases per day. Folks, this is not going away. This is going to be with us for some time. And so we need to take every precaution available to deal with this virus. It's real and it's serious, and people are dying. Now, some other things we can do as well in dealing with this virus. I want to recommend that small businesses can be used to make the mask. Now, let's talk about the mask for 1 minute. You need an N95 mask that will not just protect you from others, but also will protect others from you. If you have made a mask at home, kudos to you. Great. Thank you for being sensitive. But that mask will only slow down an emission from getting to others. It will not protect you from others. The virus can penetrate that cloth. So you need an N95 mask. So if you're going to make a mask at home, make it with silk and cotton. Silk and cotton. It is said that silk and cotton is even better than the N95 mask. Silk or cotton. Make your mask silk or cotton. Just don't grab any material and make a mask and think that you are protected. Yes, it is very considerate that you have chosen to operate in this manner and not spread the virus if it comes to you. But it will not protect you from catching or receiving the virus. You definitely want to protect yourself as well as others from wearing a mask. N95 mask or silk or cotton, please. All right? Now, a way to recover. We need to take this time and begin right now. We need every governor in the United States, in the 50 states, to certify at least 200 small businesses. Those businesses that are going out of business or have gone out of business, or restaurants, etc. We need to certify at least 200 small businesses. Why? To begin to manufacture masks. You certify 200 businesses, and if each of those businesses hire 5 people, we're looking at 10,000 workers. If 10,000 workers just make 4 masks per hour, 32 a day, we'll have about 1.6 million masks per day. If each governor certifies 500 businesses and each of them hire the same 5 workers, that's about 25,000 businesses with 5 workers. That's 125,000 workers or employees. 125,000 workers making the 32 masks per day in an 8-hour shift. We would accumulate 4 million masks per day. 4 million that can go to our emergency workers, our doctors who are handling patients with the virus, our first responders who come in contact with those who have the virus. We can keep our children safe. Vitamins, masks, the proper mask, social distancing, sanitizing your hands, and wearing a mask. That's the best way to protect you from getting the virus. Now, you may get the virus. It's here, no matter what you do. But this is the best way to protect yourself if you happen to get the virus. You will give your body a chance to protect your immune system. We must do both. External, washing your hands, sanitizing your hands, social distancing, wearing a mask, having a place to launder your clothes set aside just in case a virus is in your clothes when you come home, so you don't spread it to family members. Keeping a very close watch as the money that you're touching, paper that you're touching, all of those things will help us deal with the virus, keep the economy going, help employees feel safer as they go back to work. We need to begin right now massive testing and contact tracing. It needs to begin now. Right now, our government, this administration says they're fighting a war with this virus. However, they don't know where the enemy is because there's no contact tracing. They don't know where the enemy is in this country. Only after the fact, after someone gets the virus, after someone dies. It's like the doctor showing up after death. I'm just as lost as you are with the leadership given to this virus. But America, you asked for leadership, and here it is. If you know of anyone who is disenfranchised about this election, they're so turned off with the choices that exist as a protest, tell them to use my name, Derrick Mason, as a write-in candidate for president of the United States. Help us start this party, the party of salt and light.